Any crazy stories for you?
I only had like one crazy story out of all the ones I did. It was like this.
Hey everyone, Chris here from Realridesharestories. On this channel we do a lot of different things within the rideshare industry, so if you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications. But before we get started, if you have a crazy Uber or Lyft experience, whether you're a passenger or a driver, record it, send it my way, and maybe we can feature you on the channel. Alright, so I got a pretty good story for you. This was from about a week or so ago, where I was talking with a fellow rideshare driver on some of his crazy stories and crazy times. He drives during the day, so it's a little bit different than at night. But here you go, check it out, and I'll see you right after. How's the night going?
Oh, it's going good.
That's good. What's going on down there tonight?
It's a party, a birthday party over there.
Oh, cool.
How long you been driving?
About 3 years or so.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
Since it first started?
No, actually, I've been driving before that. I was down in Charlotte for a little while doing it too.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Yeah. Actually, today's the 2-year anniversary that it's been in Buffalo.
Yeah, I started, September of 2017?
Okay. So you're doing it too?
Yeah, I do it like on Saturday.
How nice. During the day or at night?
During the day.
Okay.
I do it at night. I don't want to run into the drunk people that throw up in the car. I done heard stories about that, so.
You know, I've given plenty of rides and it's only happened twice.
Really?
I mean, it's a pain, but yeah, it's only been twice.
Now, how much like Uber or Lyft pay you for that?
Both platforms I got $150 on each.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's a hassle because then you're done for the night. But after,
really?
I mean, the biggest thing is like right when it happened, take the pictures, like anything. You know, you take the pictures right away and submit it, and then take it right to the closest open gas station, and just go take the vacuum and just vacuum it right out.
Yeah.
And then I have upholstery cleaner in the trunk, so then if anything happens, I can give it a good clean so it doesn't set.
Right. Yeah, especially because it's cloth, so it'll just seep in there and stuff.
Exactly. Enjoy doing it?
Yeah, it's cool. You run into some cool people and stuff.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of characters too.
Oh yeah.
Any crazy stories for you?
I only had like one crazy story out of all the ones I did. It was like this girl I picked up. Actually, she was like around the corner from where I lived at, and she was telling me that like she's in a halfway house and she's what she said she did. She was saying something about how she's like a drug addict and she also a sex addict or whatever. And it was just crazy that she had to throw some hits at me or whatever. It's like, nah, I think I'm alright. But besides that, I really haven't had no crazy stories like that. Oh, well, one time I did meet this woman. She do real estate or whatever, and she gave me like $100-something to take her around the corner. Yeah, it was crazy. Like I dropped her off. Like she was downtown. I dropped her off from like Chippewa, Delaware to like Chippewa and Pearl, and then right before I was about to pull off, she was like, "Oh, I'm in the wrong spot, whatever. Can you take me to?" It was like back like towards like Delaware and Chippewa, and I was like, "All right." And she gave me like the first time she got out, she gave me like a $50 tip or no $70 tip.
Oh well.
And then she gave me like another $50 tip or whatever.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, I'm like, so that's cool.
She must have just closed on $1 million listing or something.
Something. Yeah, she said her and her husband like owned the business, got divorced, sold the business, and she's just been in real estate since.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it's definitely a fun side gig.
Yeah. You got any crazy stories?
Oh, plenty. Plenty.
What's the craziest one you could think of?
There's quite a few different ones. Probably one of the weirdest things, I think, is I picked up a couple of people near, like, Dick and George Urban.
Yeah.
Right over there by, like, Duff's. And there was this woman that was telling me this story of, like, how she put her shirt into, like, a donation to Goodwill or something. So they went to Goodwill to go pick up, to try to get back what they donated to get the shirt. And they're, like, making up this whole story, and then all of a sudden, they go to Goodwill. It's I don't know, maybe like 8 or 9 at night, so it's dark out.
Yeah.
And they pick up 5 bags, and they're like, a couple of them are white bags, a couple of them are black bags, one of them's a clear bag. It's like, so I really don't believe your story anymore.
Right.
So I think they were just jacking stuff from Goodwill.
Wow.
Yeah, that part was pretty crazy.
Yeah, that gotta be low to the low, like stealing from Goodwill.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I was picking somebody up. They were going to work, and another car started following me. They got out of the car and came up to the side here, and then realized that wasn't the person they were looking for, and backed off.
Wow.
So that was, I guess, kind of like a scarier moment, because that was like, I don't know, maybe like 1 a.m. or something.
Oh yeah, I'd have been a little nervous too.
Mm-hmm.
You never know.
I mean, then you just get all the drunks. I mean, they're always funny. Some of them get really annoying, like acting like children and all that. So yeah, there's a lot of different things.
Oh yeah.
One of the biggest is going off-roading too.
Really?
On the street, because there's so many potholes.
Oh yeah.
What were you saying?
Oh no, I was saying I ran into a couple drunks, and sometimes they'd be okay, most of the time they'd be annoying. Oh, like there's another time I ran into these 2 like drunk guys or whatever, and they was like, yo, alright, like, I want you to come to the bar with us or whatever, and just be like, can we just rent you for a while or whatever, we're gonna bar hop, and we'll pay you cash or whatever. So I was like, you know what, let me see where this takes me, whatever. They gave me like $100 for like an hour.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Nah, it's not, but they was like, the one guy was annoying. Like, he was like one of them don't drunk people or whatever, and he was annoying me, but besides that, like, it wasn't bad at all. And then they took me like to this bar that was like in the middle of nowhere, like no houses around it, no nothing, like just woods and stuff. And I'm like, man, I really don't try to kill me or nothing.
Where was that at? Do you remember?
It was kind of close to East Aurora.
Okay.
It was like kind of far or whatever.
Was it the American Grill?
I can't remember the name of it, cause like I wasn't putting no GPS in at this point. Like, they was just like, all right, just go here, turn here, and stuff like that. I just know it was somewhere I'd never been.
Yeah, doing this, you definitely find a lot of different places, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. What's the farthest ride you had?
I've gone a little past Dunkirk, south. Then I've taken a ride to Rochester, and then I've also gone from West Seneca to Medina, back to West Seneca on a round trip.
Yeah,
that was actually pretty crazy, because the girl lived in West Seneca, going to pick up a guy that she never met before, only talked to on, I don't know, Tinder or whatever it was. And so she was going to pick him up and then bring him back to her place.
Yeah.
And it was funny because, like, the whole ride we were talking and just conversing to there. And then when I picked him up, like, they were just quiet. It was so, like, awkward, weird. I don't know what was going on there, but I mean, they were just kind of like sitting there not doing anything. Like not talking, nothing.
Yeah, the furthest drive I had was Syracuse.
Okay.
And it was some truck driver guy. But I did have something similar to what happened with you, whatever. Like, I picked this one girl up, had to take her to Salamanca, and she was going to be the dude there or whatever. And she was saying that like she lived out there for a hot second, and then I guess they hooked up on Facebook or whatever, and she was going to meet him. So that happened, and then afterwards she got my number, and then she just called me like, yo, like if I give you $50, can you go get him or whatever, and bring him here to Buffalo or whatever. So I was doing that for her, and then like she was telling me how she was like tired of him. Then next thing you know, boom, she's pregnant. This all happened in like a 1 month span.
Oh, wow. That sucks. It's like, oh, I'm sick of him. Oh, I'm pregnant. Crap.
Right. I don't know how the journey made out or whatever. Because like after she got pregnant, she never hit me up anymore. So I don't know. Like I know once she got pregnant or whatever. Like I did take him one more time. And she was telling me that he was like basically like trying to like talk her into like getting rid of it. Like, oh man, like I mean, I'm like the worst guy to have a baby with and this and that, like telling her all type of stuff. So I don't know how she made up.
Who knows? Yeah, that's pretty wild.
Yeah, she probably like 7-8 months. She kept it because it's in the wintertime.
Oh, okay, right around the corner.
Right.
If it's still there.
Yeah, she looked. I'm not gonna lie, she looked pretty good too.
Yeah, that's one of the perks too. Is you get some of those good-looking girls.
Oh yeah.
Even though they can be pretty annoying.
Right.
Especially when they think they can get whatever they want, and it's like, nope, sorry. Got hit on a bunch of times.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Actually, there was a couple of girls I picked up from UB that the one, right when they got in the car, she's like, I broke up with my boyfriend and I'm totally open. And I'm just like, okay. And then her friend is like, yeah, she's totally open. And then, like, midway through the ride, she's like, oh, it's only 12:30. Do you want to come back to our place, hang out, chill for a little while? And I'm like, I'm trying to make some money.
Right, that's the thing, man. I hear you. I definitely hear you. It's like, sometimes it's kind of tempting, but it's like, I gotta try to make my little quota I set for myself.
Yeah. Well, not only that, you know, I'm also seeing somebody too, and it's like, well, can't really do that.
Right. Yeah, but no, this definitely not a bad gig, though.
No, not at all. All right, so yeah, for my ride, it was a pretty good ride with a good interaction, but with him talking about the different stories, you could see that as the conversation was going on, the wheels were turning, and he could remember more and more stories where they just kept going in different directions as well, too. And that's usually what happens. Like, when people ask me what's my craziest story, there's a lot of different ways you can take because there's each different ones. As many of you have already seen, the different kinds that I experience on a regular basis. So yeah, when that question's asked, it's like, well, what way do you want me to go on that? Because I do have different stories. But yeah, with him, you could see that he had some stories too, driving throughout the day, and then they just were slightly different, and obviously not really dealing with drunk people or anything like that. But overall, the conversation between our ride was really good. Another type of ride that I really enjoy as well too. So that's the end of today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed, got a good laugh, kind of got some experience from other drivers as well too. And then what's your craziest stories? You can always comment below. You can record yourself and maybe feature it on the channel. But yeah, whatever you guys have as well too. All right, so make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Ring the bell for notifications so you'll be notified every time a new video is uploaded. Make sure you smash that like button, and then again, comment below with any crazy stories you might have, but you can always record yourself. And with that being said, as always, never drink and drive, always tip your drivers, and we'll see you next time.